Good day, everybody. This is a photo of a great Denver disc jockey known to most everybody as Da Boogie Man. And for the record, credit for this photo goes to CBS Colorado. This was a photo they took of him in 2018, I believe it was, and I'll dig into that a bit more, but just making sure they get the credit. Photo goes to CBS Colorado. And I just thought about this here recently, back when I was 16 years old. And I believe it was the day before Halloween in 2000, a new radio station launched in the Denver area, AM 1220, what they called K-Love at the time. And Da Boogie Man was a featured disc jockey on the station that played music from the 50s and 60s, which, as I've noted before, was and still is my kind of music. Even so, I was a little skeptical at first, because I'd read in the newspaper, yes, that was the days when newspapers were big, that this station was going to play most everything from that era, not just the most popular 200 hits or whatever it was, like other oldies stations played, and I kind of wondered if I really wanted to hear all that. Well, my skepticism was turned away very quickly, as again, on the day before Halloween 2000, if my memory is right, my dad came home from work, told me about the station, I turned it on, and Da Boogie Man was on, and within 5 minutes, if not less than that, I was hooked. Just loved listening to the Da Boogie Man and his knowledge, which, like another one of my favorite disc jockeys, Dave Heffel, who I've mentioned, Da Boogie Man's knowledge is amazing, and he would kill me in a trivia contest. So day after school, I listened to Da Boogie Man and AM 1220, and they played songs that stay with me to this day that I hadn't heard before until that time. Songs like some people who had the one big national hit, like Troy Shondell, This Time, a song I can kind of relate to. If you hear the lyrics, you might understand why. Also, The Volumes, a doo-wop group, I Love You. Arthur Alexander's Anna, later redone by the Beatles. Speaking of the Beatles, a couple of songs of theirs I hadn't heard till I heard them on AM 1220. Ask Me Why and Misery. I mean, this station kept me going. It also kept me sane through some tough times later on in high school. And the station was doing so well, it moved to a stronger frequency, AM 560, in May of 2001, my last week of school. The date, if I remember right, for that was the 21st of May in 01. Though the story of that station didn't end in the best way, unfortunately, as shortly after the September 11th, 2001 terrorist attacks in New York and Washington, D.C., and another attack stopped in Pennsylvania with a plane crash. And just a few days after it, if I'm not mistaken, Da Boogie Man was fired. And then about a week short of the one-year anniversary of the station launching, they changed formats on AM 560. So in a time in my life that already wasn't the easiest, pretty soon, it changed formats completely, and I didn't even have that. The one fortunate thing was, right before the year of 2001, that rough year as it was ended, the Boogie Man was hired at another radio station, Cool 105, and got to play what he called the Cool Classics, and wound up being an admirable fill-in for J Mac, who unfortunately died in March of 2002. But still at least, I mean, J Mac's memories stay with me, but so do the Boogie Man's, and his music that'll stay with me the rest of my life. And this photo I found from a benefit for him, as unfortunately in 2018, I think is when this was taken, the Boogie Man suffered a stroke. But he did survive it. This is him at his benefit shortly after that stroke, and haven't heard about Da Boogie Man in a while, but hope he's doing well. But certainly a fine man with his entertainment, in addition to his music, his entertainment from Large Marge, Sven Gunderson with weather reports, some Boogeyman characters. He and his knowledge of music, his playing of the music, just an awesome disc jockey. Would love to listen to him more. Da Boogie Man and a short-lived radio station. Actually, technically 2 radio stations, but certainly had an impact on me when I was a teen. AM 1220 and AM 560 in Denver in the years 2000 and 2001. Thanks, everybody, for watching and listening. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you soon. Take care, everyone.